How you doing, officials, tailor-made officials, and basketball officials around the world, basketball fans around the world? My name is Mr. Smooth, Ken Thomas. In this video, I will be discussing the LaVar Ball technical fouls situation, ejections, and him pulling his team off the court, and the female being replaced, and how it was all poorly handled. Before I start the show, I will start by saying this. The purpose of this channel and the videos on this channel are not to demean, belittle, embarrass, humiliate, make fun of, or call people derogatory names, or ridicule any specific official, officiating crews, or officiating organizations. The purpose of this channel is to educate, train, recruit new officials of all ages, cultures, and backgrounds to build a strong referee community and share officiating experiences and produce content for officials to consume that are not only educational, but also entertaining. Another thing this channel hopes to accomplish is to provide the public view of the profession of officiating so they can better understand what officials do and why they do the things that they do. So if you think I'm going to resort to shaming, name calling of individuals, you came to the wrong place. If you think I'm going to bring negativity to this platform, do me a favor. Exit stage left. Exit stage right. You can hit the X button on your browser if you're watching this via laptop, or you can hit the back button on your smartphone. And you could go watch another video because I will not do any of that negative things. So with that said, let me begin the show. I'm pretty sure you guys know who LaVar Ball is. He's the father of the Ball brothers, Lonzo, LaMelo, and I think LiAngelo. He's also the owner of the Baller brand, the Triple B brand. You know, they see him with the shirts on with the 3 Bs. Anyway, he has a very large persona, and he's been a lightning rod in the sports and media. You know, he's been on ESPN, Fox Sports. You know, he said a lot of outlandish things, such as he's better than Michael Jordan. He could have beat him one-on-one. His son Lonzo is better than Steph Curry, and he will be the best basketball player in the world, even though he has yet to play an NBA game. Now, his son was MVP of the Summer League, so I want to congratulate him. I also want to congratulate Lonzo Ball on getting drafted by the Lakers. I expect him to do big things, but let's get back to his father. Over the past couple of weeks, he has been at the center of controversy for pulling his team off the court when he gets hit with technical fouls or there's something that he just doesn't agree with. So with that said, we're going to look at, there was a game he was involved in a while back. His team was up, I guess, late in the game, 69-60 or 69-61, and well, I'll just play the video for you. This is what happened.
I don't need your ass playing like that. Hey, let's go.
Off the court. Everybody else is in shock and disbelief that they would just leave while they were up. That's what happened. So, fast forward to, I think, either Thursday or Friday, another incident happened in which The game was going on. LaVar saw something he didn't like. He began acting in an unsporting way, and he was hit with a technical foul. Let's go ahead, and I want to show you that video as well.
Pull out a battery.
Off the court.
It's not how you train young men to grow up. You don't quit. Quitters never win. Take this L. Take this L.
If you're going to be qualified, you better be in shape and you better know the game. And she's bad on both of them. She's not in shape, she's not calling the game right, and she don't understand, so now she's trying to...
Facebook official. He also had this to say.
Why do you say she's a vendetta against you?
She got a vendetta because she's trying to...
Why do you say she's a vendetta against you?
She got a vendetta because she's a woman that's trying to act. I get that she's trying to break into the refereeing thing, but just giving texts and calling fouls, that's no way to do it. I know what she's trying to say. I gave him a check. I'm strong. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Just call the game. If you're going to be qualified, you better be in shape and you better know the game. And she's bad on both of them. She's not in shape. She's not calling the game right. And she don't understand. So now she's trying to make a name for herself. So she's walking around like, you know, I'm the only woman in here. Yeah, we get it. I don't care if you're a woman or a man or whatever. Just be good at what you do. Don't try to step in the lane. She needs to stay in the lane because she ain't ready for this. Coach the little kids first and then come up. Because she ain't did enough. She ain't got enough on her resume. I can tell.
She officiated your game Wednesday, right?
Yep, did the same thing. She came into this game knowing what she was going to do. I knew it too. If I could have told y'all, you would have interviewed me before the game, and I said, I guarantee you, she give me a check on some BS. And look what happened. Now she said, oh, man.
So as you can see,
she's going to be known for that, that's all.
It was a whole mess of what happened out there. For the life of me, I can't understand how a coach could have the authority to have an official who was capable at her job, who was performing well at her job. They had that official Ubered out of the gym. That's right, I said it. They ejected, they had to escort the official out the gym. That's right, they got her out of there. They Ubered her out the gym. I find that terribly unbelievable. But I gotta put fault at the tournament directors in the Adidas tournament because they handled the situation poorly. Now I understand they got with the person who was in charge of the referees. The word around is that Court Club Elite was running the camp. And when they run a camp, you know, they charge officials to referee. Basically, the officials are paying to referee to receive training. So, Court Club and the directors came together. Now against Ed Rush Sr., he is the owner of Court Club Elite. Some background on Ed Rush. He was the youngest person to officiate in the NBA at the age of 24. He was NBA Director of Officiating from 98 to about 2003. He also was the Pac-12 Officials of Coordinator for some time as well. Against his wishes, he didn't want the poor official to be removed, but I guess he didn't have the authority, and the Adidas officials, they basically did what they wanted to do, and they got her out of there. Now I know Ed Rush wouldn't stand for this. If you go look at his website, Court Club, you could Google it. There's a lot of good information. I would recommend officials if you're trying to improve your game. He has the best he has the best officiating content in the world for you to learn from. That's just what it is. He's top notch at what he does. So I have to commend him on that, because I know he wouldn't stand for this, and I know he wouldn't deflect blame on an official, especially when that official was conducting herself in a professional manner. But what happened was the tournament directors, they deflected the blame on the female official. So what happens? They bring in another official to officiate the game. Now, did the unsporting behavior from this particular coach stop? Were they able to finish the game and sing Kumbaya at the end? Nope, you guessed it. The new official had to assess a technical foul to the coach. When the coach refused to leave the visible confines of the gym, because that's the rule. Once you get your second technical foul, you gotta leave the court. You gotta leave the gym. You gotta hit the showers. You gotta go bye-bye. That's how it works. He didn't want to do that. So instead of them continue the game with the coach somewhere else, the game had to stop. The game was deemed a forfeit. All because they tolerated unsporting behavior. That's the number one. That's one thing we can't do. We cannot tolerate unsporting behavior. You've seen the comments that LaVar made. Of course, I mean, see what people who don't know about officiating, who hasn't been in the meeting rooms, the trainings, they don't understand the work that they put into the craft. So for this female official, I want to do something for this female official. The first thing I want to do is I want to apologize to you, because I know the Adidas reps, the officials, they didn't apologize to you. They flat out disrespected you. So on behalf of them, because I know they want to apologize for themselves, I want to apologize, because I appreciate the work that you do, the time that you put in, the time that you invest, the money that you invest to get better at the craft of officiating, so you could better serve these kids and these student athletes. Think about it. She spends money, takes time away from her other career, her other job. She takes time away from her family, her hobbies, to better herself, to make her a better official, so she can better serve these student athletes. And this is how we treat her. We embarrass her in front of the whole world. That's crazy to me, how we could be so ugly to everybody. How we could be ugly to a fellow American. It makes no sense to me. The next person I want to apologize on behalf of is Ed Rush, because he doesn't have to run a camp. You know, he's refed in the NBA. He's been the coordinator of NBA. He's been the head of the Pac-12. He's lived his life. He's old age now. He doesn't have to put up with this. He could be somewhere on the beach minding his own business. So I want to apologize to Ed Rush that you had to be disrespected in front of your peers, people who look up to you, people who spent their dollars to your organization to better your organization and to better themselves. I want to apologize to you as well. But the biggest problem, the biggest culprit in this situation is the tournament directors in Adidas. This is what I want to know. When all this was happening, did they talk to this individual who's acting in a sporting manner. Did they do this? You know what, coach? Come here. Come here, coach. I need to have a word with you. In fact, coach, can you meet me upstairs? I want to talk to you in the VIP room. Then when the coach walked into the VIP room, coach, can you close the door behind you? I want to have a private conversation with you. Then the coach sits down and the tournament directors, this is how the conversation should have went. You know, coach, I see that you volunteering, taking your time out to teach these young men the game of basketball, make them better basketball players, make them better people, help make them productive members of society. But you know, coach, you can't do that if you act in an unsporting manner. You see, these young men, they look up to you. They admire you. You're their role model. They're gonna model their behavior after you. And right now, your behavior is unbecoming. Coach, going forward, this is what I need you to do, coach. We're going to continue this game. And the reason we're going to continue this game, because the other team, their families, we don't know if they're rich, poor, middle class, what their background is, but they paid money to come down here. Some of these teams, East Coast, Texas, Midwest, they travel around the country to come here to play in this tournament. And I can't have you forfeiting games, because when you forfeit these games, you take away from them. And I can't have you be selfish. I can't have you disrespect the game of basketball. I can't have you disrespect the officials. I can't have you disrespect the players. But more importantly, coach, I can't have you disrespect yourself. So going forward, for the rest of this tournament, I need you to show excellent sportsmanship. And when this game is over, coach, I want you to go up to those referees and I want you to apologize for the way that you conducted yourself. That's the conversation that was supposed to happen, but it didn't. You want to know why that conversation didn't happen? Because it's not about doing what's right. You see, that's one thing in life I learned. It's hard doing the right thing. It's hard telling somebody, you know what? You're not acting right. You got to change your behavior. See, it's easy to look the other way. It's easy to ignore. It's easy to do all those things, but it's hard to do the right thing. You see, it's not about sportsmanship no more. I want to show you guys another video. And it highlights why it's not about sportsmanship anymore.
Big Baller AAU team held a 9-point lead in a playoff game when he pulled the team off the court.
Big Baller AAU team held a 9-point lead in a playoff game when he pulled the team off the court, objecting to a ref's call, then was given a technical foul. They were forced to forfeit. Problem with what he did?
Well, I've seen it so many times by different coaches, different dads, throughout recreational ball, AAU ball. I wasn't there at the game. So this is why I'm going to say I don't have a problem with it. Because sometimes as a dad, sometimes as a coach, you got to make decisions that you feel are best based on what your players are going through, based on how your players are being treated. This isn't NCAA, it's not actually high school. And when you take this role, now I'm not saying he passed down the right lesson, but when you take this role as a volunteer coach to have an AAU team or to have a team that you coach, you take the role as father. You take the role as somebody who is going to look out for their best interests no matter what the situation is. It's not about wins. It's not about losses. It's about teaching life lessons. I don't know if it's the right life lesson to say walk off when you're not being treated well. right? But it's also not the right life lessons to say let people treat you whichever way they want to. And so for me, I feel like this is a topic of discussion because of the man coaching the team.
Okay.
And what has led to this point.
I know. You may not know, but I know. All right. This is horrendous life lesson. You got all the stuff leading up to your conclusion right. This is important time in these guys' lives. It's not NCAA. It certainly isn't professional. These are young men that you are teaching life lessons to. It is never right to take your ball and go home. It is not right. If it's not fair, by the way, you should watch the extended clip. There's 5 minutes where he goes outside and he talks to his team and says, I'm not going to let them cheat us. I'm not going to let them cheat us. You know what? Life isn't fair. By the way, they're winning by 9. You said that, Jim. That needs to be reinforced. They were winning. So he took a winning team off the court because he didn't like the calls. You're teaching those kids, take your...
If you feel like you're getting treated unfairly, you should be able to just get up, walk away, throw a temper tantrum, and you shouldn't be punished. It's not about teaching young men, young kids, boys, girls, the right thing anymore. It's not. You just heard it. That was Ryan Clark, ESPN, LSU graduate, Pro Bowl safety of the NFL. With all his experience, he said, you know what? LaVar was right to pull his team up because he felt like he was being cheated. That's what they're teaching them now. This is why when you look at World Star Hip Hop and you got kids fighting in the street, I dare you to say something to them. Go ahead, I dare you. You liable to get your head busted wide open for trying to do the right thing, instilling values, morals, ethics. That's what it's about now. It's not about the right thing no more. So this is what has to happen going forward. The next time a coach is acting in a sporting manner at an alarming rate, this is what has to happen. Chairman Rector has to say, you know what, coach? Come here. I want to talk to you again. You know, coach, I seen you on YouTube, World Star Hip Hop, Media Takeout. I see you on national TV. And I see you acting in an unsporting manner. And I see you conducting yourself in a way that's unbecoming. Now, I understand you paid thousands of dollars to play in this tournament. But I can't have teams forfeiting games because they don't like the calls or things ain't going their way. And the reason I can't have that because I got 20 people over there, 20 other teams who also paid their money to play. And they are acting in a sporting manner. They are showing respect to the game. But when you come in here with that unsporting act, and you quit in the first half and take your team off the court and take your ball and go home, those people who paid, they don't get to play. The whole tournament just gets thrown out the window. It gets run amok. And that's bad for business. So you know what, LaVar? This is what I'm going to do. This check that you wrote for thousands of dollars to play in this tournament, you can have it back. Because your team isn't welcome here. But more importantly, you aren't welcome here. That's right. You're not welcome. Your dollar is not welcome here no more. I can't have you here until you show that you're willing and dedicated to acting right in a sporting manner. Another thing I want to touch on, because you know I was on social media, I saw a lot of officiate groups, fellow officials from around the world. I saw a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys said, if I was there, And I was on that game. And I was reffing with that young lady. And they removed her from the game. They Ubered her out the gym. Y'all said they would have to Uber me out the gym with her. Because we're a team. We don't stand for unsporting behavior. That's what y'all said. Then y'all said there wouldn't have been a tournament. That would have been the last game. Because we all would have walked out. Now, as much as I'd like to agree with you guys, I can't. I can't co-sign with you guys. And the reason I can't co-sign with you guys because I've been officiating for 10 years. And I've seen many a times coaches, fans, players act in an unsporting manner and it goes unchecked. I've seen coaches cuss at referees, not be penalized, not get a warning. They don't even get the stop sign. And y'all telling me y'all would have had the kahunas to walk out of a tournament? Are you kidding me? We just seen top level officials at this tournament not walk out. And you telling me you gonna walk out? Let me tell you why you're not gonna walk out. The first reason why you walked out, you're not gonna walk out because you paid $500+ to be there. You then paid for the hotel room $150 a night and you're there for 5 nights. So you're looking at another $500 to $700 right there. Then the travel expenses to get there. And then, since you're auditioning to be picked up to work at a higher level, that means there's a chance to get more money in your pocket. Now you telling me you gonna leave all that money on the table and walk out because one of your officials got disrespected? Is that what you gonna tell me? You lying to yourself. And you don't gotta lie to me. You could be 100 with me. You could tell me, you know what, Mr. Smooth, you're right. It was unfortunate that that happened. And if I was there, you know what? From what I saw, since we condoning unsporting behavior, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be all in. I'm gonna stay here. That's all you gotta say. You could get on your soapbox and say I would have left and did this and that. But like Denzel Washington said, player to player, pimp to pimp, I don't believe you're gonna walk out. I don't think you got it in you. I don't think you got it in you to walk away from the show. That's what this is. It's all about the show and keeping the status quo. That's what it's about. The almighty dollar. $100 million shoe deal was on the line. That's why Adidas said, that's why they told the officials, don't tee up LaVar Ball. Keep him in the gym. Put up with his antics. Because he's the show. He brings eyeballs to this tournament. He brings in dollars. And y'all telling me y'all gonna walk away from all? Is that what y'all trying to tell me? You gonna walk away from the money? That's the thing about in today's world. People do anything for the dollar. People sell their own moms. People sell their own kids for some dollars. And y'all gonna tell me y'all would have walked out? Please. You can save that for somebody. Don't tell me that because I don't believe you. Because it ain't never happened. Show me a time on YouTube. Show me I dare y'all. Show me a video, World Star YouTube, of officials walking out. And y'all gonna tell me y'all would have walked out? Get the hell out of here with that. I don't believe you. Because it ain't never happened. You gonna sit up there and tell me something that ain't never, you gonna do something that never happened before. You kidding yourself. So this is what we gonna do. I'm going to challenge everybody. Referees first. Officials first. Step your game up. Coaches, players, fans, tournament directors, administration, everybody as a whole. Step your game up and do right. Show so we can really teach these kids what it's like to play the game with integrity. Have values in your life. Because what we doing now is bull. It's straight bull. We say we about integrity and we not. It's obvious we not. You can turn on the TV. You see the nonsense that's happening in this world. And y'all want to talk about integrity. It ain't there. It's absent. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and close out. I want to thank y'all for watching. I want to thank y'all for supporting the show. But remember, if you don't have values, you can't accomplish anything. So get yourself some values. Learn what it is to really show integrity and do the right thing. And again, unsporting behavior is at an all-time high. I'm out.